Climate change is a very real problem that is becoming more and more apparent as awareness is spread and its importance is emphasized by scientists to the public. Yet, despite the proof to the contrary, there are still people that reject this idea. There is one region where the idea of climate change is impossible to refute: Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico has been slammed by storm after storm, and it is only getting worse. It should be noted that what I will describe is also significantly impacting the rest of the Caribbean, as well as the southeastern United States, but as a Puerto Rican myself, I can attest to the damages and have seen it for myself. Puerto Rico is located in the Atlantic Ocean, in an area where hurricanes are relatively frequent, giving it an inherent vulnerability, but the future is not bright for the region. In an excerpt from the Fourth National Climate Assessment, Volume 1, it is stated that, quote, human activities have contributed substantially to observed ocean-atmosphere variability in the Atlantic Ocean, and these changes have contributed to the observed upward trend in North Atlantic hurricane activity since the 1970s, end quote. Without a doubt, this is a significant problem for the people who live in this region, as hurricanes have repeatedly obliterated Puerto Rico and caused an extreme number of deaths. Hurricane Maria, for example, was particularly devastating, setting records for damage. It caused 3,059 deaths, resulted in over $92 billion in damage, crippled infrastructure and houses, eradicated vegetation, and caused the worst electrical blackout in U.S. history. Going forward, communities will be repeatedly destroyed and forced to rebuild, with more and more deaths. This is obviously a huge issue that needs to be addressed as soon as possible, as once again, according to the Fourth National Climate Assessment, Volume 1, it is only getting worse. The authors write that, quote, both theory and numerical modeling simulations generally indicate an increase in tropical cyclone intensity in a warmer world, and the models generally show an increase in the number of very intense TCs. For Atlantic and eastern North Pacific hurricanes, increases are projected in precipitation rates and intensity. The frequency of the most intense of these storms is projected to increase in the Atlantic and western North Pacific and in the eastern North Pacific, end quote. Clearly, according to this source, storms like Hurricane Maria are not only going to get more frequent, but are going to get even more intense as well. To compound the issue, there is no easy solution, since the frequency and intensity of hurricanes is based on warmer water temperature, and because global warming is causing rising ocean temperatures, it isn't going to get better on its own.